So my marble queen pothos has kind of become bald-headed in the past couple of months, which is not good. But thankfully, I have some marble queen pothos propagations lying around, which I'm going to combine with that plant to make it fuller. Hello, my name is Melissa. Welcome to Plants and Things. We're talking about plants and things. This is the marble queen pothos in question, and this is my bedroom wall setup situation. As I said, she is looking very bald-headed. So this is the middle of the plant, and there are like two strands that are going out, and this rogue golden pothos, which is also actually needing to come out. But yes, look at how sparse that situation is. And this side is kind of growing, I don't know where it's going, but anyway. So there are two strands which are growing up, which is really, really great, and I love that. And I want the plant to sprawl around in the future, and they have these clips which are great, and I'll talk more about when I'm putting the plant back up. But yes, this is the plant, and I really, really love this plant. And at a point, it was much fuller with more strands, more vines growing up. But yeah, now it's looking very sparse, and I would like it to be full again. And it is growing next to this golden pothos, but because they're so similar, I do think I should get another plant, like a sea blue. I'm thinking of moving my sea blue pothos here as well, but that's a task for another day. Today I'm just excited to make this plant fuller and to get it sprawling, and so that's her. I should add that I am growing this plant in a macrame hanger that I made. I have spoken before about how much I love macrame, and I use Velcro tape sometimes to make the plant climb. Here's a Velcro tape strip, and I think these things are so wonderful because they're reusable. And then I have been using what is this called? These clippy things that these clippy things that you paste on the wall, and I'm sure they have an actual name, but you paste them on the wall and then you clip the vine into it, and I'm so incredibly I love it. So we're back. That was really fun, taking it off. And I am looking forward to actually putting it back on. That is the most, in my planning phase, that is the thing that I'm most excited to do. So here is the very, very sparse plant, and it's dripping everywhere. I'm sure you guys thought I was joking. So this is the plant that I had put on sale, but then I thought if anything is this plant would be great for filling out the middle of this plant. And in fact, this is how it looked like when I originally got the plant, but then my scissor cutting situation brought us here. So that's one of the plants that is going to be added. And then this plant, this cutting fell off. I had moved the plant and then moved it back, and it's a whole thing. But it fell off, and then I decided to try growing it in leca, and it's been growing really, really well. I don't know whether you can see all these roots. yeah, it's been growing really, really well, and it looks very, very pretty. So yeah, I like it. I like it. I think it's a good specimen of marble queen. And then there is another random cutting that fell out and was just chilling in water, which is also quite a good specimen of marble queen. And then there's there is this really long strand, which if you watched my, it's like not wanting to come. Oh, okay. Anyway, it's tangled. So this strand, if you watch my propagation shelf tour video, this propagation is, okay, actually, I'm gonna get it because it's annoying me now. So I'm gonna untangle it, detangle it, and then we will continue. Okay, take two. This is the plant, and it's a really long vine. So if you watch the propagation video, it was featured on there, and it was originally in this pot, and that is why I'm chuckling to myself, because it was originally in this pot, and I decided to take it out because this vine has mostly green leaves, like all these leaves are green. Then after I took it out, it did start like dropping most of its leaves, so it became bald at the bottom, and then it just spontaneously got a new branch, a new vine, and those are like these almost half moon marble queen. Yeah, every second one is variegated. Yes, so I'm putting it back in. Yeah. And those are the plants that are going to be going in, and I am going to be doing something ill-advised, which is that I'm actually not going to, I should say separately, I apologize for the nasal voice. Hay fever has me in a chokehold. But yes, I think I'm going to do something ill-advised, which is that I'm not going to make it in a much bigger pot. I think this is a 15 centimeter pot. Is this 15 centimeter? This is a 15 centimeter pot. So I'm going to keep these in the 15 centimeter pot. This is a 12.5 centimeter pot. So yeah, so I'm going to be keeping them back, bringing them all back in here. And that honestly should be interesting. I do not really have a big game plan. So I think I'm just going to chuck them all on this mat if they allow me. Wow, the root systems. I was worried / I'm still worried because this plant, which is a great thing, I think, though. It is a great thing that the roots are like thick and juicy. I wanted to say thick and juicy. That they're thick because it makes them easy to detangle. Yes. But it's a like really intense root system. And these ones are also growing out. So that should be interesting. Putting the plant back in and putting soil around the roots and stuff. But I really like this pot. Oof. Is this tangling on the desk now? I like this pot, in essence. I'll just say that I like this pot. And so, yeah, and I don't have a separate pot, so this is the pot that the plants will continue to live in. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to do this thing that I'm going to be doing. Okay, obviously some roots are being lost, which is, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world as long as we don't lose all the roots, and more importantly, I think not the big ones. I think I would feel because I have probably broken big ones, feel bad about those. But yeah, so I'm not going to empty the situation, the roots, but yeah, this one I don't. Ooh, okay. Ooh, wow. That was very satisfying. Huh. I thought there would be a whole lot more leaves. This is also really dripping wet. Yeah. I don't know whether that was a good that is good. I don't know whether that's good that I am repotting when all the soil is dripping wet, or whether I should have waited for it to dry. But I guess now I am doing it. And yeah, I really love this bunch of this, yeah. And I really think this should go in the middle, and then the others will go around it. So I'm not going to do too much detangling there. This, I think, is where it's going to get intense. Okay. Yep, this is where it is intense, because I don't know what the root system is like. Oh, okay. Wow. These things have really been cooperative. Okay. Oh, and this is also just coming. There are a lot of rotted. There are like, yeah, there are roots that are just coming off. It's not great. Yeah, generally I keep these plants moist to wet, more wet than moist. I don't, they do get dry sometimes. I do let them dry out sometimes, but for the most part, I do keep them wet. I should say more wet than moist, honestly, if I'm being honest. As you can see for yourself right now. I feel like before I got into this, I thought I had a better game plan. Okay, so this is the golden pothos, my favorite, from my grandmother's plant. One of them, a rogue one that was in here. At some point, these plants did look more sparse, and I had less propagations, and then at some point I did mix it in, but then I did take it out, and then this one stayed. And I think it's because this bottom leaf looks kind of white. So, but now from this latest leaf, I definitely can see that this is a golden pothos. So this girly needs to get a new home. Yeah, and so I will start back with the soil back in here. Whew, this is a muddy mess. Okay, and then there's this. I had these small props growing inside. Okay, this one was also trying. This one less so, but I'm going to put them back in, all of them. Okay, now I should probably look through. Okay, I'm going to assume that is all of them, but I am going to, I think this saucer definitely needs to be washed because it's like a extremely muddy mess. So firstly, this one is going to go into the middle. Okay. And then I'm going to plant the others around it. That is my main and only plan. And honestly, this pot is too small, probably. I think this pot is kind of small, but okay, I'm trying to see whether it's at the bottom. I think it is kind of small, but we are going into autumn, so and then winter. So I don't think the plant will be doing a lot of growing, so I'm just going to repot into a bigger pot in the springtime. Okay, so I'm gonna add this wonky one. I probably should be adding, I have a lot of these are they safety pins? They are not safety pins, bobby pins, because from when I was propping them straight into the pot, which is honestly the best thing to do, because what I'm doing now is a lot more work, but glad to have the propagations. Okay. Stop getting hooked. This is definitely skilled work, but what was I saying? I was saying something. Okay, I've forgotten what I was saying. Anyway, there are a lot of roots here, and I wonder whether I took the best course of action with what I am doing. I think I must actually, I think I should take all the roots out of everything and put them all in together. Yeah. Is that going to help? Or, okay. There are a lot of plants here. Okay. I have not a clue, but I'm like, I want them all in here. And so they need to all get in here. These two I will bring together. This green vine. Yeah. I wonder if there is an easier way of doing this. Okay. And I think the main problem is it a problem? Is this guy. Okay, I'm just going to roll the roots around and stick them in there. And I think how I make myself feel better when I do something like this is that I'm like, the roots will grow in. They'll grow in and everything will be fine. The problem is sometimes the plant does go into shock. If you do something new, it's like, I don't know what you did and I don't know why you're doing this, and then it loses leaves, which is annoying. Yeah, so hopefully that won't happen a lot this time. Okay, you get in there. I feel like I'm getting somewhere. I think most, okay, I found another plant. I felt like most of them were in there except the one in Leca, but I was lying to myself. Wow, okay, this is a full plant. Let me take the Leca. Okay. Those are the roots. So it's not terrible. And there's space there. So I'm going to also roll these around and insert them in here. And I think that is all the plants. I think. Is everything in? Except these little ones. Okay. But I just broke a thick root out of this plant. Out of this baby plant. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to backfill. Okay. And okay. I think I'm glad that I didn't detangle or take out the middle plant from the soil, because it's helping to anchor all the other plants. Because I don't like it when they are like droopy after you've planted them. Yeah, so this is good. Then I will put the little ones in after. I am definitely overfilling the soil. I'm overfilling the soil, which is one of those annoying things when you water, because then sometimes the water spills out, which is not great, but I think it's warranted this time, and I'm kind of just more happy that this thing is seeming to be working out. It really seems like it's working out. The plant definitely will also need a little shower because there is muddy soil everywhere. But it's inside, which is so great. Okay. Oof. Some leaves are being broken. Okay, just that one side to backfill now. And this looks great. This honestly looks a whole lot better. Okay, I'm just going to shove these in there and hope for the best. I think even if they don't root anymore, it won't be the biggest deal. Huh. Did I use all of the... Now I'm standing on plants. Okay, just checking. Huh, there's another little dinky baby one. And that is everything. So I'm gonna take these plants for a shower because the soil situation, I'll do a close up, but the plant is really looking great and full. So I will do a shower and then I will start putting it up, and I'm excited for that. And this is the final product. It's been a couple of days, so you can see some of the leaves are yellowing. This is the full like wall in the bedroom, and so I love it. I love how they are going to meet each other. But yeah, it's been a couple of days and the plant is not happy that it was moved around. It's looking great at the top, but yes, as we zoom in, it looks like it's not happy. But yeah, every time I've done anything with this plant, it's like not happy that you moved it. But yes, then it acclimatizes and then it's good to go. And it also actually seems like it's one of the strands that are not happy. Yeah, because it seems like it's one thing that's not happy. But anyway, it's moved and I love it. I love the whole thing. I also did move the golden pothos. There was the golden pothos here. And I moved the sea blue. And I have taken some cuttings because she is also bald-headed. And so she also needs like some implants. But yes, it looks absolutely gorgeous. And I love it. And it was worth really all that sweating and work. That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time. Bye.